Previously on Doctor Who Review. We find out Miss Foster is matron. We find out she has been employed by the Adiposian First Family to foster a new generation after their breeding planet was lost. And how do you lose a planet? And we see Donna asks why they can't go home, and we find out Pyrovilia is gone. We see the doctor is talking to Dee Dee, and we find out from Dee Dee that she is a second year student, and she wrote a paper on the lost moon of Poosh. We see the doctor ask if she found the lost moon of Poosh, but the doctor will find it. We see Rose tells Donna that something is coming, something worse. We find out from Rose every single universe is in danger. We also find out it's coming. It's coming from across the stars, and nothing can stop it. We find out the darkness. We see the night sky, and the stars are going out. Hello, everyone. Douglas here, and welcome to my Doctor Who review. And today I will be reviewing The Stolen Earth and Journey's End. This story is the last regular story for Catherine Tate as Donna, and this story is the first story to be a crossover episode with the Sarah Jane Adventures and Torchwood, and it is done right. And no, we don't count that story. This story is the last Dalek story for the 10th Doctor, and this story sees the return of Davros after a 20-year absence. And the last time we saw him was in remembrance of the Daleks. In part 1, called The Stolen Earth, our cold open scene begins where we left off from the previous story. We see the 10th Doctor, played by David Tennant, and Donna, played by Catherine Tate. We see that everything is fine on Earth. We see the doctor ask the milkman, "What day is it today?" And it is Saturday. We see Donna finds out she met Rose. We find out from the doctor if she can cross from her parallel world to our world, then that means the walls of the universe are breaking down, which puts everything in danger. We see the doctor is trying to figure out how, and we see the doctor and Donna go back to the TARDIS. We see everything is shaking. Inside the TARDIS, we see the doctor is operating the console, and Donna asks if Rose coming back is good. And you can tell he is excited. We see the TARDIS shakes, and the doctor knows it came from outside. We see the Earth is gone. And we see Donna ask what he did, and we find out from the doctor they are fixed, so they haven't moved. We find out from the doctor the TARDIS is still in the same place, but the Earth is gone. The entire planet. And the captions we see far across the universe at Unit HQ in New York. We see Martha, played by Freema Agyeman. We see Martha is wondering if that was some sort of earthquake. We see Martha is asking everyone is okay. We see Suzanne opens the blinds and she sees something, and she tells Martha to look at the sky. At Cardiff, at Coachwood Hub, we see Captain Jack, played by John Barrowman, Gwen Cooper, played by Eve Myles, and Yonto Jones, played by Gareth David-Lloyd. We see Jack is going to take a look outside, and we see Gwen and Yonto are looking at the computer, and we find out from Yonto that a little bit bigger than South Wales. At Earline, London, we see Sarah Jane, played by Elizabeth Sladen, and her son Luke, played by Tommy Knight. We find out from Luke that it felt like some sort of cross-dimensional spatial transference. We find out from Sarah Jane that it wasn't night, it was 8 o'clock in the morning. We see her summoning her computer, Mr. Smith, voiced by Alexander Strong. We see Sarah Jane ask Mr. Smith what happened, and Mr. Smith tells her to look outside. At Chiswick, London, we see Ralph, played by Bernard Cribbins, and Sylvia, played by Jacqueline Keane. I love Ralph's line when he says, It's gone dark. It's them aliens, I bet my pension. What do you want this time, you green swine? We see Sylvia tells her dad to look at the sky, and we see everyone's reaction, and they say that's impossible. Back to the spot where we saw the milkman, and we see a bright light, and it is Rose, played by Billie Piper. A great line from Rose when she says, "White, now we're in trouble," and it's only just beginning. We see the camera pans up, and we see planets in the sky. We get to the title sequence and we see every actor's name that played the companions fast, like David Tennant, Catherine Tate, Freema Agyeman. And when I saw this back in 2008, I was like, whoa! Our opening scene begins back in the TARDIS. We see Donna is worried because they have no son. We see the doctor doesn't know. We find out from the doctor they have to get help, and the doctor is taking Donna to the Santa Proclamation. On the news, we see they are covering the planets in the sky, and we find out the United Nations have issued an etiquette asking the citizens not to panic. We see Richard Dawkins, who is Lala Ward's husband back then. At Torchwood Hub, we find out from Jack that someone established an artificial atmospheric cell, keeping the air and holding the heat. We find out from Yonto that whoever is doing this wants the human race alive. On the Torchwood computer, we see the 27 planets, including the Earth. We see a red dot, and it is a spaceship. At Sarah Jane's house, we find out from Mr. Smith the reading seems to be artificial in construction. We find out from Sarah Jane some sort of space station sitting at the heart of the web. We see Luke was calling his friends Maria and Clyde to stay indoors. We find out from Mr. Smith he detected movement. At Unit HQ in New York, we see General Sanchez, played by the U.S. narrator for Thomas and Friends, Michael Brandon. We find out from General Sanchez tracking 200 objects, and Geneva is declaring a code red. We see Martha is trying to call the doctor, but no luck. We find out from Martha there is no signal, but someone is blocking it. We see everyone is panicking, and we see Rose is walking. We see Rose hears the alarm go off, and we see some guys are stealing computers. And a funny line from Rose when she says, "White, you two, you can put the stuff down or run for your lives. Do you like my gun?" We see the guys run off, and we see Rose is watching the computer. On the news, they are mentioning the spaceships, and we see Sylvia is worried, and Wilf is trying to call Donna. We find out from Gwen 3,000 miles in closing, and she is wondering who are they. We see Captain Jack gets a call from Martha. We see Martha is wondering if Jack heard anything from the doctor. We find out from Martha she got promoted for a project called Project Indigo. We see Jack is asking if they got that thing working, and we find out from Martha that is top secret. We find out from Gwen 1,500 miles they are accelerating. They're almost here. We find out from Mr. Smith that he is receiving a communication from the Earthbound ships. They have a message for the human race. We see Sarah Jane tells him to put it through, and Sarah Jane gets a nasty surprise in a bad way when she hears these words: "Exterminate! Exterminate!" We see Jack and Martha hear it. I like Jack's reaction when he says, "No. Oh no." We see Gwen ask who they are and if Jack knows them, and we see him both kiss Gwen and Yonto. We see Sarah Jane is so scared, and you can see her tears in her eyes. And Elizabeth Sladen gives her best performance in this scene, and she knows what the Daleks are capable of. I like how Jack tells them, "There's nothing I can do. But I'm sorry, we're dead. There is nothing Jack can do, even with Coltswood. We see Rose knows it's the Daleks, and we see the Dalek saucer is firing on London. We see Rose is walking, and the blast hits something behind, and we see an explosion behind her, and that was an awesome shot. We see the Daleks are invading Earth. We find out from General Sanchez they are at war, and we see the Daleks are invading New York. We see the Supreme Dalek on the bridge, and we see its design, and it is awesome. We find out from the Supreme Dalek, soon the Crucible will be complete. We have waited long for this ultimate destiny. Now the Daleks are the masters of Earth. We see the Daleks are chanting, Daleks are the masters of Earth! Daleks are the masters of Earth! When you hear the Daleks chanting, Daleks are the masters of Earth, that is a reference to the Dalek invasion of Earth. Inside the TARDIS, we see Donna is asking what the Shadow Proclamation is, and we find out from the Doctor, Outer Space Police. We see the TARDIS lands at the Shadow Proclamation, and we see Jadoon, and they have their guns. We see the Doctor says this, No bo ho so ko wo to so no ko do zoko bo fo pojo. This is the best I can do. We see the Jadoon put their guns back. We see the Shadow Architect played by Kelly Hunter. We see the Doctor tells the Architect that he's got a missing planet, and we find out from the Architect that 24 worlds have been taken from the sky. We see the Doctor is taking a look at the computer of the missing planets. And we do see Califax on the computer, the pirate planet. We see Donna ask the Architect about Pyrovilia. We see Donna remembers what Lucas told Donna in the fires of Pompeii. We find out from the Jadoon captain that Pyrovilia is code case, not relevant. We find out from the Architect that Pyrovilia cannot be part of this. It disappeared 2,000 years ago. We see Donna remembers Adipose 3 from Partners in Crime. We find out from the Doctor that planets have been taken out of time as well as space. We see the Doctor turns on the 3D projector, and we see all the planets. We find out from the Doctor the planets rearrange themselves into an optimum pattern. We find out from the Doctor that all those worlds fit together like pieces of an engine, like a powerhouse. We see the Architect ask, who would design such a thing? And we see the Doctor says this, someone tried to move the Earth once before, long time ago. And I think he knows which race would do it, because the Daleks did something like that in the Dalek invasion of Earth. Speaking of Earth, back on Earth, we see the Daleks are attacking the Valiant. We find out from the Valiant there is too many of them, and the Valiant is down. We find out from Yonto, Air Force retreating over North Africa, Daleks landing in Japan. We find out from Gwyn they lost contact with the Prime Minister's plane. We see Gwyn tells Jack, Manhattan. We see Jack tells Martha to get out of there. We find out from Jack they are targeting military bases, and she is next on the list. We see General Sanchez tells Martha to come with him, and Project Indigo has been activated. We see Martha is with General Sanchez, and we find out from Martha they can't use Project Indigo. It hasn't been tested, so they don't know if it works. We see the Daleks are in Unit HQ, and the soldiers start firing, but nothing works. We see a device on the wall, and General Sanchez tells her to put it on. We see Jack tells Martha, do not use Project Indigo. It's not safe. A great line from General Sanchez when he says, you take your orders from Unit, Dr. Jones, not from Torchwood. We find out from General Sanchez that she is the only hope of finding the Doctor. But failing that, if no help is coming, General Sanchez gives Martha the Osterhagen key, and Martha knows not to take it. We see the Daleks are getting close to Martha, and we see General Sanchez, along with a unit soldier, fend off the Daleks. We see Martha tells Jack goodbye, and she teleports away. We see Yonto ask, "What is Project Indigo?" And we find out from Jack, experimental teleport salvage from the Centaurans. But they haven't got coordinates or stabilization. We find out from Jack, Martha is scattered into Atmos, so she is dead. We see the Supreme Dalek is ordering the landing and bring the humans here, and we hear a voice is talking to the Supreme Dalek. We do see someone in the shadows in the dungeon. We see a robot hand goes to a switch, and we see Dalek Khan. We see Dalek Khan is insane, and we hear Dalek Khan speak. He is coming, the threefold man. He dances in the lonely places. O creator of us all, the doctor is coming! Back at the Shadow Proclamation, we see Donna is sitting, and we see a servant gives her water, and she tells Donna she has something on her back. We see the servant says she is sorry for her loss, the loss that is yet to come. We see the doctor ask Donna if there was some sort of warning, like electrical storms, freak weather, patterns in the sky, and Donna doesn't remember. And she remembers the bees are disappearing. We see the doctor is onto something. We find out from the doctor they were going back home to the planet Melissa Majoa. We see the architect knows the transductor scale. We find out from the doctor the Tandoka scale is a series of wavelengths used as carrier signals by migrant bees. We see the doctor has the Tandoka trail, and we see the doctor and Donna run back to the TARDIS. We find out from the architect that according to the strictures of the Shadow Proclamation, she has to seize the TARDIS and the technology, and they are declaring war, and the doctor will lead them. But the doctor says this, "White." Yes, of course I will. I'll just go and get you the key. And we see the doctor closes the door and he takes off. We see the Daleks are taking the humans to their ship. We see there is one family is asking where they are taking them, but they are not going to get the answer. We see Wilf and Sylvia are watching this, and we find out from Wilf that he has a paint gun. We see that Wilf is going to blind its eye stalk with the paint gun. Bernard Cribbins has faced the Daleks before in the Peter Cushing movie, The Dalek Invasion of Earth, 2150 AD. So he faced the Daleks on the big and small screens. We see the one family is refusing, and we see the dad throws a brick at the Dalek, and they go back into the house. And this is one of the darkest scenes, and it was so dark, it was centered on the Sci Fi Channel. We see the Daleks destroy the house. We see Wilf and Sylvia run back to the house, and they are caught by a Dalek. We see Wilf uses the paint gun to shoot the Dalek's eye stalk, but it doesn't work. And we see the Dalek is about to kill them, but the Dalek explodes, and they are saved by Rose. We see Rose meet Wilf and Sylvia. A funny line from Wilf when he says, "Do you want to swap?" We see Wilf is talking to Rose, and we find out from Wilf that the last time he talked to Donna when she was on midnight. We find out from Rose, Wilf and Sylvia were Rose's last hope. If they can't find Donna, they can't find the doctor. We see the TARDIS stops moving, and we find out it stopped. We find out from the doctor they are at the Medusa Cascade. We see the TARDIS is drifting into the Medusa Cascade. We see Donna ask the doctor, "Where are the 27 planets?" And the doctor replies saying, "Nowhere. The Tandoka trail stops dead." We see Donna ask the doctor, "What are they going to do?" And the doctor says nothing because there is nothing he could do. Back on Earth, everyone gives up hope and everyone surrenders. At Donna's house, We hear a beeping noise. We hear a woman's voice. And you might be wondering, why does that voice sound so familiar? We see Gwyn hears the voice and she asks if anyone can hear her. We see Jack say, "The whole world's crying out. Just leave it." And the voice says, "Captain Jack Harkness, shame on you. Now stand to attention, sir." We see Jack hears that, and if you're wondering why that voice sounds familiar, because it is Harriet Jones, played by Penelope Wilton. We see Rose is trying to contact her, and Rose asks if they have a web camera, and they don't. "Thanks a lot, Sylvia." We see Harriet is trying to get in contact with Sarah Jane. We see Harriet is getting everyone together, and they have trouble with the last person, and the last person is Martha, and she is alive. I love Rose's reaction when she sees Martha. Oopsie! We find out Martha teleported back home to her mom's house, and we see Francine, played by Adjoa. I love the scene where we see all of the doctor's companions are talking, and this is like Zoom. We see Martha ask Harriet how Harriet found her, and we find out from Harriet this is the Subwave Network, a sentient piece of software program to seek out anyone and everyone who can help to contact the doctor. We see Martha ask Harriet what happens if the Daleks hear them, and the Daleks can't hear them. It's undetectable. And we find out Harriet developed it. We find out from Harriet it was invented by the Mr. Copper Foundation. Clive Swift, who played Mr. Copper, was supposed to be in this story, but he gave a bad interview to Doctor Who magazine. We find out from Jack they need a weapon, and we see Jack ask Martha what was the Osterhagen key, and we find out from Harriet that key is not supposed to be used, not under any circumstances. We see Jack ask what is an Osterhagen key, and Harriet tells Jack to forget it. We find out from Harriet they need the doctor. We see Sarah Jane ask Harriet if she is looking for the doctor. Didn't he depose her? We see Harriet remembers what happened during the Christmas invasion, and she knew that one day the Earth will be in danger and the doctor would fail to appear. So he was one to depose her. We see Jack comes up with a plan. Torchwood can boost the signal, transmit the telephone number through Torchwood itself, using the power of the Rift. We see Luke got Mr. Smith. He can link up with every telephone exchange on the Earth. He can get the whole world to call the same number all at the same time. Billions of phones calling out all at once. We see Yonto ask Harriet if they start transmitting, then the subwave network would be visible to the Daleks. We see Harriet says yes, and they would trace it back to her, but her life doesn't matter, not if it saves the Earth. We see Jack salute Harriet. We see everyone starts to work on getting the doctor to Earth. We see Torchwood is transmitting the signal. Inside the TARDIS, the phone goes off, and the doctor answers the phone, and he knows it is a signal. On the Dalek Crucible, the Daleks know the signal is transmitting. We hear the voice say, "The children of time are moving against us. Everything is falling into place." At Torchwood, everything is exploding, and we find out from Jack they got a fix. At Sarah Jane's house, Mr. Smith explodes. At Donna's house, Rose, Wilf, and Sylvia are dialing the number. We see the doctor is locked onto the signal, and the TARDIS console room starts exploding. Man, that's a lot of explosions in this story. We find out from Gwyn the Daleks are locked onto her location. We find out from Harriet she is using the signal to mask their transmission. We see the Daleks arrive at Harriet's house. We find out from the doctor they are traveling through time, 1 second in the future. The phone calls pulling them through. We find out from Harriet she is transferring the subwave network to Torchwood. We see Harriet wants to tell Jack to tell the doctor he chose his companions well. We see the Daleks are in Harriet's house. We see Harriet says this to the Daleks. We see Harriet says this to the Daleks. Harriet Jones, former Prime Minister, and the Daleks say, "Yes, we know who you are." Wow, they know Harriet? We hear Harriet's last words. "Oh, you know nothing of any human, and that would be your downfall." We hear the Dalek chant, "Exterminate!" And we see the feed is cut off, and Harriet is dead. And when I first saw this on broadcast, I was shocked by that. We see the TARDIS went through the Medusa Cascade, and the 27 planets are there. And I love the shot when we see the TARDIS with the planets. We see the subwave network is getting through the TARDIS, and the Doctor sees his companions. We see Dalek Khan knows the Doctor is here, and we find out from the voice it went through the subwave network. We see the Doctor lost the feed, and he thinks Rose is trying to get through, but it is not. It's someone from the Doctor's past, a long time ago, and we see Sarah Jane recognize the voice, and it is Davros, played by Julian Bleets. I remember before this story's broadcast, I remember hearing a rumor that Davros was coming back. And I remember when I was watching this, I was like, it's Davros, and oh yeah, it's Davros. And the rumors were correct. We do find out Davros survived the events from Remembrance of the Daleks, but also survived the Time War. We see the Doctor is shocked to see Davros. We find out from the Doctor Davros was destroyed in the first year of the Time War at the Gate of Elysium, and his ship flew in the jaws of the Nightmare Child, and he tried to save him. We find out Dalek Khan saved him, and Emergency Temporal Shift took him back into the Time War. And we find out from the Doctor that Time War is time locked. One of the creepiest scenes when we see Davros unhooks his shirt and we find out each Dalek is grown from each cell of his body. I love the Doctor's line when he says, "After all this time, everything we saw, everything we lost, I have one thing to say to you. Bye!" We see the TARDIS is on its way to Earth, and the Supreme Dalek orders the Daleks to locate the TARDIS. We find out from Dalek Khan one of his companions is going to die. We see the Daleks locate the subwave network to Torchwood, and we see the Dalek saucer is on its way to Torchwood. We see Jack tells Martha to open the device. The central panel, there is a string of numbers that keep changing, but the fourth number keeps oscillating between two different digits. We find out from Martha there is a 4 and a 9, and we find out from Jack it is a teleport base code. We see Jack is leaving Torchwood to find the Doctor, and he tells Gwyn and Yonto he is coming back, and we see him teleport out. We see Gwyn and Yonto know the Daleks are here. We see Sarah Jane is leaving her house to find the Doctor, and she tells Luke to stay here, and we find out Mr. Smith will protect him. We see Rose is going to look for the Doctor, and we see Wilf and Sylvia say goodbye to Rose. We see the TARDIS lands and the streets are empty. We see the Doctor is asking Donna when she met Rose, what did she say? And Donna replies saying, the darkness. We see the Doctor ask anything else, and Donna replies saying, why don't you ask her yourself? We see the Doctor and Rose see each other for the first time, and they are happy and one to each other. And we see a Dalek, and we hear a chant, "Exterminate!" And the Dalek shoots the Doctor. Oh, I remember when I saw that scene, my reaction was, no, 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 no. This is not happening. This is not happening. This is not happening. We see Jack arrives and he kills the Dalek. We see Rose is talking to the Doctor, and we see the Doctor is dying. Yeah, reunion cut short there. We see Jack tells Donna and Rose to take the doctor back to the TARDIS. We see that Gwyn and Yonto are going to fight off the Daleks. Inside the TARDIS, we see Donna is panicking, and Jack and Rose know what will happen to the doctor, but not Donna. We see the 10th Doctor's hand is glowing, and regeneration is coming. We see Sarah Jane is around the corner, and she stops, and there are two Daleks in front of her. And you could have driven through them like Baba. We see Sarah Jane tells the Daleks she surrenders and she is sorry. And we hear the Daleks say, Daleks do not accept apologies. You will be exterminated. We see the Dalek arrives at Torchwood, and Gwen and Yonto shoot the Dalek. We see the 10th Doctor is going to regenerate, and we see the 10th Doctor says his last words. I'm sorry. It's too late. I'm regenerating. And we see the 10th Doctor regenerate, and we see to be continued. I bet you didn't see that coming back in 2008. I remember when I saw that cliffhanger, there were some people who were speculating on who the next Doctor was going to be. People were speculating that Robert Carlyle was the favorite of being the next Doctor. Other actors like James McAvoy, Jason Statham, Alan Davis, and James Nesbitt were less popular predictions. I remember my dad and I were discussing this back in 2008, and his first choice was Addison Joseph, and his second choice was James Nesbitt. Back then, both those actors did Jekyll, which was run by Stephen Moffat. My choices back in 2008 were Hugh Laurie from House and David McCallum from NCIS. In part 2, called Journey's End, we see the 10th Doctor is regenerating, and we see him put his regeneration energy in his spare hand. And we see the 10th Doctor. If you thought Robert Carlyle was the next Doctor, you might be thinking, I spent all my money on this? We see Sarah Jane is surrounded by the Daleks, and who comes to her rescue? Jackie Tyler, played by Camille Coduri, and Mickey Smith, played by Noah Clark. A good line from Mickey when he says, us Smiths got to stick together. A funny line from Jackie when she says, Jackie Tyler Rose's mom, now where the hell is my daughter? At Torchwood Hub, we see Gwyn and Yonto are fighting the Dalek, and it is not moving. And a great scene when we see the bullets frozen in mid-air. We see Gwyn touches the bullet, and we see a ripple effect, and that is great visual effects too. We see the Doctor blows the regeneration energy away from the hand. We find out from the Doctor he used the regeneration energy to heal himself, but as soon as that was done, he didn't need to change. So, to stop the energy going all the way, he siphoned off the rest into his spare hand. We see the Doctor ask Rose if she remembers the hand that got cut off. We see Rose ask him if he is still him, and the Doctor replies saying, I'm still me. We see the Doctor and Rose hug each other. A funny moment from Donna when she says this to Jack. You can hug me if you want. And we see Jack is laughing. And Donna says, no, really, you can hug me. We find out from Yonto it's a time lock. The Ultimate Defense Program. We find out Toss was working on it. Yonto thought she never finished it, but she did. So they are stuck. Outside the TARDIS, the Daleks found the TARDIS. We see the Supreme Dalek orders to bring the TARDIS here to the Crucible. We see the Daleks initiate temporal prison, and we see the temporal prison around the TARDIS, and everything inside the TARDIS deactivates. And we see Sarah Jane, Mickey, and Jackie see the TARDIS is taken to the Dalek Crucible. We see Sarah Jane ask Mickey about the teleport, if they can use them, and we find out from Mickey it's not just a teleport, it's a dimension jumper. This thing rips a hole in the fabric of space. We also find out from Mickey it burns up energy and needs half an hour between jumps. We see Sarah Jane tells Mickey and Jackie to put down their guns. We see Sarah Jane surrenders to the Daleks. Same with Jackie and Mickey. We see Martha got the teleport device on her back, and she figured out how the teleport works. We see Martha tells her mom to stay indoors. We see her mom ask, "What is the Osterhagen key?" And we see Martha tells her mom she loves her, and she teleports away. In the captions, we see Germany, 60 miles outside Nuremberg. This scene is the richest scene in the show's history when we hear the Daleks chant, "Exterminate" in German. Exterminieren, exterminieren. We see Martha sees the Daleks flying. We see Jack is telling the doctor about the crucible. We see Donna ask that these planets were like an engine, but what for? We see the doctor ask Rose that she was in a parallel world. That world is running ahead of this universe. She has seen the future. And the doctor asks, what was it? We find out from Rose it's the darkness. The stars were going out one by one. They looked up at the sky and they were just dying. We find out from Rose they were building a travel machine called the Dimension Cannon, which is a big Finnish audio, by the way. We find out the reason they built the Dimension Cannon so Rose could come back. We find out it started to work and the dimension started to collapse. Not just in our world, not just in yours, but the whole of reality. Even the void was dead. Something is destroying everything. We see Donna ask Rose in that parallel world. Rose said something to Donna about herself. We find out from Rose the Dimension Cannon could measure timelines, and it's weird, but they seem to converge on Donna. We hear a beeping going off, and the TARDIS is arriving on the Crucible, and the Crucible looks amazing. We see the TARDIS is on board. We see the Supreme Dalek tells the Doctor he will step out or die. We find out from the Doctor they have to go out, because if they don't, they will get in. We see Rose remembers that the Doctor told her that nothing could get through those doors. We see Jack remembers the extrapolator shielding. We see the Doctor remembers the last time they fought the Daleks, they were scavengers and hybrids and man. But this is a fully fledged Dalek empire at the height of its power. Right now, these doors are wood. We see something is trying to get through Donna. I like the Doctor's line when he says this to Rose, Jack, and Donna. It's been good, though, hasn't it? All of us. All of it. Everything we did, you were brilliant. And you were brilliant. And you were brilliant. We see the Doctor, Rose, and Jack step out of the TARDIS, except Donna. A great shot I like when we see all the Daleks flying, and this is a new Dalek Empire. We see Donna looks back at the TARDIS console, and we see the Doctor tries to tell her she is not safe in there. We see the TARDIS door closes by itself, and Donna can't get out. We see the Doctor ask the Supreme Dalek, what do they do? And we find out from the Supreme Dalek it is not Dalek origin. We see the Supreme Dalek thinks this is a trick, and we find out the TARDIS will be destroyed. And we see the TARDIS go through the trap door, and we see the TARDIS is spinning through the tube. We see the Doctor ask the Supreme Dalek where the TARDIS is going, and we find out the Crucible has a heart of Z neutrino energy. The TARDIS will be deposited into the core. We find out from the Doctor they would have taken the defenses down. It would be torn apart. We see the TARDIS arrives at the core, and everything is exploding. We see Rose and Jack tell the Supreme Dalek that Donna is in there, and Jack tells the Supreme Dalek to let her go, but the Supreme Dalek doesn't do anything. We see the Doctor is watching the TARDIS getting destroyed. We see the Doctor is begging to put him in her place. We see Donna sees the Doctor's spare hand and she reaches it. And we see regeneration energy around her and the jaw breaks. We see the Doctor is angry. We see Donna sees the hand on the floor, and we see the hand grows a new body, and it is the Metacrisis Doctor. And a funny moment when she says, "It's you!" And he says, "Oh, yes." "You're naked." "Oh, yes." We see Rose is holding the doctor's hand, and we see there is 10 seconds till destruction, and we see the Metacrisis doctor uses the HADS to get out of there. We see the Supreme Dalek ask the doctor what does he feel? Anger, sorrow, despair? And the doctor replies saying, "Yeah." A great line from the Supreme Dalek when it says, "Then if emotions are so important, surely we have enhanced you." We see Jack says, "Yeah? Feel this." We see Jack pulls out his gun and shoots at the Supreme Dalek, and the Supreme Dalek kills Jack. We see Rose doesn't know about Jack's immortality. We see the doctor tells Rose to leave him. We see the Supreme Dalek orders the Daleks to escort the Doctor and Rose to the vault where Davros is at. We see the Doctor looks at Jack, and he is still alive. We see the TARDIS is in space, and the Metacrisis Doctor fixed the TARDIS. We see Donna ask the Metacrisis Doctor, "Is that what Time Lords do? Cut a bit and grow another one?" We find out from the Metacrisis Doctor that he is unique. Never been another him. Cause all the regeneration energy went into his hand. But then she touched it, and then wham! Instantaneous biological metacrisis. He grew out of Donna. A funny moment with the metacrisis doctor and Donna when he says this. "Still, could be worse." And Donna replies saying, "Oi, watch it, spaceman." And metacrisis doctor replies saying, "Oi, watch it, Earth girl." We find out from the Metacrisis doctor he got one heart, so he is half human, half Time Lord. We find out Donna has been hearing a heartbeat, and that was the Metacrisis doctor. We see the Metacrisis doctor has the doctor's memories, and he remembers the first time they met in Meeting Wilf, and the events of Partners in Crime, where Donna parked her car and where the TARDIS landed. We see Martha arrives at the castle and she is greeted by a woman. We see the woman is speaking English and she knows Martha is from London. We see Martha is inside the castle and we see a curtain covering a handprint. We see the woman again and she is talking to Martha again. We see the woman knows of the Osterhagen key. We see Martha opens the door and the woman pulls out a gun. We see the woman tells Martha she will not go, but Martha has no choice. We see the woman tries pulling the trigger but doesn't do it. We see Jack is in the disposal furnace. We see Jack gets out and he is trying to find his way. We see Martha arrives at her station. We see Sarah Jane, Mickey, and Jackie are on board. We see the Doctor and Rose are in the vault with Davros. We find out from the Doctor that Davros is not in charge of the Daleks, and we find out from Davros they had an arrangement. We see Rose ask Davros why she is still alive, and we find out Dalek Khan. We see Rose ask, "What is that?" And the Doctor replies saying, "You've met before, the last of the cult of Skaro, but it flew into the Time War unprotected." We find out from Davros Khan did more than that. He saw time. We see the Doctor is angry at Khan and he asks, did he kill Donna? Why did the TARDIS door close? And we see what Davros wants. We see Davros tells the Doctor to show her his true self. We find out from Dalek Khan that the Doctor's show will be revealed. We find out from Davros they will discover it together. The final journey, because the ending approaches. The testing begins. We see the Doctor ask, what are they testing? And we find out from Davros the reality bomb. We see Sarah Jane, Mickey, and Jackie arrive at the test site. We see a woman collapse, and we see Jackie helps her. And we see Sarah Jane notices a door, and we see her go to the door, and we see her pull out her sonic lipstick to open the door. We see Sarah Jane tells Mickey about it, and he follows, but Jackie stays behind. We see Mickey knows they can't leave her there, and Sarah Jane tells him to wait. We see the woman is asking Jackie, what are they testing? And Jackie sees the reality bomb. We see the doctor and Rose are watching the testing. Inside the TARDIS, everything shakes, and we find out from the Metacrisis doctor it's the 27 planets, and we see a light around him. We find out from the doctor that is the neutrino energy, flattened by the alignment of the planets into a single string. We see the doctor tells Davros he can't, and I love how both doctors react differently. We see Sarah Jane and Mickey are watching. We see Mickey hears a beeping, and that means the teleport is charged. We see Mickey is trying to get Jackie's attention to use the teleport. We see Jackie grab the teleport, and she tells the woman sorry. And she teleports to Sarah Jane and Mickey's location. And we see the people are disintegrated. We see Donna ask the Metacrisis doctor what that was, and the same thing with Rose. We find out from Davros that electrical energy. We also find out from Davros that test was focused on the prisoners alone. Full transmission will dissolve every form of matter. We see Rose remembers the stars are going out, and the doctor finishes it with the 27 planets. We find out from the doctor they've become one vast transmitter. We see the Supreme Dalek orders to prepare for universal detonation, and we see all of the Dalek saucers retreat. We see Sylvia and Wilf sees the Daleks are leaving, and a good line from Wilf when he says, "It's not over yet, sweetheart." We see Sarah Jane, Mickey, and Jackie are in their hiding spot, and who comes crashing through? Captain Jack. And a funny line from Captain Jack when he says, "Just my luck. I climbed through 2 miles of ventilation shafts, chasing life signs on this thing, and who do I find? Mickey Mouse." I love Mickey's line when he says, "You can talk, Captain Cheesecake." We see Jack meet Sarah Jane in person. We find out from Sarah Jane there is something they can do. We find out Sarah Jane has a warp star. We find out from Jack a warpful congenation trapped in a carbonized shell. It's an explosion waiting to happen. At Osterhagen Station, we see Martha gets a transmission from Station 5 and Station 4. We see Martha is talking to one of the unit people. What will happen next? Will they do it? We find out from Martha, not yet. We find out from Martha she got higher authority way above unit. We see the Meta-Crisis Doctor is constructing something, and we find out it is an AZ neutrino biological inversion catalyzer. We find out from the Meta-Crisis Doctor he can use it to lock the Crucible's transmission, biggest backfire in history. We see the Daleks are getting the transmission from Martha. We see the Doctor and Rose see Martha. We find out from Davros the prophecy begins as Dalek Khan foretold. The children of time will gather. We see Martha sees the Doctor. We see Martha has the Osterhagen key. And her message is leave this planet and the people alone. OC uses it. We find out from Martha the Osterhagen key. There is a chain of 25 nuclear warheads in strategic points beneath the Earth's crust. If she uses it, and then the Earth gets ripped apart. We see the Doctor thinks this is insane. We find out from Martha this becomes the final option, and the Doctor knows that is never an option. We see Martha is wondering what if it becomes 26, and I love how Rose thinks Martha is smart. We see Martha ask who Rose is, and Martha finds out that is Rose, and I love her reaction. We see a second transmission, and it is from Captain Jack. I love Jack's line when he says, "Captain Jack Harkness, calling all Daleks boys and girls, are you receiving me?" We see Rose finds out Jack is alive, and she sees her mom. We find out from Jack he's got a warp star wired into the mainframe. He breaks the shell, and the crucible explodes. And we see the Doctor is not happy with this either. We get one of the best moments when we see Davros recognizes Sarah Jane, and we get a great callback to Genesis of the Daleks when Davros remembers when she was there doing the creation. I love Rose's line when she says, "Now that's what I call a ransom." We see the doctor looks broken. We find out from Dalek Khan the doctor's show is revealed. A great line from Davos when he says, "The man who abhors violence, never carrying a gun. But this is the truth, Doctor. You fasten them into weapons. Behold your children of time, transformed into murderers." Since Davos is a tyrant, hello, the Sarah Jane Adventures, Torchwood, those two are spin-off shows. You are going to need something to fight evil without the Doctor on Earth. We see the Doctor finds out about Harriet's death, and I think you know the Doctor regrets deposing Harriet as Prime Minister. A great line from Davos when he says, "How many more? Just think, how many have died in your name?" We see a flashback scene where all the people have died for the Doctor, and they were going to include the classic companions like Katerina, Sarah Kingdom, and Adric, but they were cut out for time. Another great line from Davros when he says, "The Doctor, the man who keeps running, never looking back because he dare not out of shame." We find out from Davos this is the final victory. We see Martha tells the Daleks to Crucible or Earth, and the Daleks defeat the ransom, and all of them are in the vault. We see Davos tells them to surrender, and they do. We find out from Davos that time has come, and he tells the Supreme Dalek to detonate the reality bomb. We see the Doctor tells Davos he can't, and he needs to stop. And we see him laugh like a mad scientist. We see the Metacrisis Doctor is ready with his weapon, and we see the TARDIS is back, and the Doctor is shocked. We see the Metacrisis Doctor runs after Davos, and Davos stops him. We see Donna comes out, and Davos electrocutes her. We see Davos orders the Dalek to destroy the weapon. We see Rose ask, "How is there two of them?" And the Doctor tells her the human biological metacrisis. We find out from the Doctor there is no way to stop the reality bomb now. We see the Doctor and his friends are watching, and we see Donna regains consciousness, and we see everything stops, and we see Donna is super smart. We see Davros is trying to kill Donna, but she prevents it. And we see Davros orders the Daleks to kill her, but she stops the Daleks. We see the Doctor is wondering how this happened, and the Metacrisis Doctor says, "Time Lord. Hot Time Lord." We see Donna mentions half Doctor, half Donna. The Doctor remembers the Dr. Donna from the Ood. We see the Doctors are getting to work, and Davros orders them to stop them, and Donna gets the Daleks to spin. We see both the Doctors and Donna are going to send the planets back home. We find out Davos's lightning caused a spark in Donna. We find out Donna has the Doctor's mind. We see Davos ask Dalek Khan why he did not see this, and I think Dalek Khan knows more. We find out Dalek Khan helped. We see the Supreme Dalek descends into the vault. We see the Supreme Dalek destroys the controls, and Jack kills the Supreme Dalek. We find out from the Doctor they lost the magnetron, and there is one planet left, and that is Earth. We find out from Dalek Khan that the prophecy must complete, and the Doctor must make it happen. We find out from the Metacrisis Doctor Dalek Khan is right. This new Dalek Empire will slaughter the cosmos. We see the Metacrisis Doctor has the Crucible explode, and every Dalek explodes. We see the Doctor tells everyone to get in the TARDIS. We see the Doctor offers to rescue Davos, but refuses. And we hear his last line, "Never forget, Doctor, you did this! I name you forever! You are the destroyer of worlds!" And we see Davos die. And we see Dalek Khan dies too, and his last words, "One will still die." We see the TARDIS takes off, and we see the crucible explodes. We see the doctor contacts Torchwood Hub. We see Gwen is asking if Jack is there, and the doctor replies saying, "Can't get rid of him." We see the doctor ask if Gwen is from an old Comet family, and that is a reference to the Unquiet Dead. We see the doctor tells Torchwood to open the rift manipulator and send all the power to him. We find out from the doctor it is a tow rope, and we see the doctor contacts Luke and Mr. Smith. We find out the doctor wants Mr. Smith to harness the rift power and loop it around the TARDIS. We find out from Mr. Smith he needs remote access to TARDIS base code numerals. We find out from the doctor that will take a while, and we see Sarah Jane gets Canine, voiced by John Leeson, to give Mr. Smith the TARDIS base code numerals. And we find out from Canine the process was simple. We get to one of the best shots in the story. They are going to tow Earth back home, with the companions helping to fly the TARDIS. And we see the TARDIS pulls Earth back to its spot. We see the TARDIS land, and the doctor says goodbye to his friends. A great line from Sarah Jane when she says, "You know, you act like such a lonely man. But look at you. You've got the biggest family on Earth." We see Sarah Jane says goodbye to the doctor. We see Mickey is saying goodbye to Jackie, and he is staying in the main universe. We see the doctor tells Jack, "No teleport." We see the doctor tells Martha to get rid of the Osterhagen key, and we see all three of them saluting each other. We see Jack and Martha walk off, and we see Mickey comes out of the TARDIS, and we find out his grandma passed away peacefully. And we see the doctor says goodbye to Mickey, and Mickey joins Jack and Martha. We see the doctor has one more trip, Darlene Ove Stranded, better known as Bad Wolf Bay. We are at Bad Wolf Bay, and we see the TARDIS lands. We find out from Jackie she had a baby boy, and we find out his name is the Doctor. No, I'm just kidding. It's Tony. We find out from the doctor Rose has to go back now because they saved the universe, but at a cost. And that cost is the Metacrisis doctor. We find out he is too dangerous to be left on his own. We find out the Metacrisis doctor was born in full battle, full of blood and anger and revenge. We find out the Metacrisis doctor has the Ninth Doctor's personality. We find out the Metacrisis doctor can't regenerate. He will grow old. We hear the TARDIS hum, and they got to go. A great scene I like when we see both doctors together with Rose, and she remembers the time when she stood on the worst day of her life. And what was the doctor's last words to Rose? Rose Tyler. And we see Rose ask the Metacrisis doctor, what was the other sentence? And I think it is, let's kill someone. That's actually a Mr. TARDIS reference, actually. Alright, let's start that again. And we see Rose ask the Metacrisis doctor, what was the other sentence? And I think it is, I love you. And we see Rose and the Metacrisis doctor kiss. And we see the doctor and Donna leave. And the TARDIS takes off. We see Donna is operating the TARDIS, and she is talking. We see the doctor knows there is something wrong with Donna. We find out from the doctor there's never been a human Time Lord Metacrisis before now. We see Donna wants to stay, and the doctor knows this is too much for her. We see the doctor says this to Donna. Oh, Donna Noble, I am so sorry. But we had the best of times. The best. We see the doctor says goodbye to Donna, and he wipes her memory. We hear knocking at the door, and we see Wilf, and he is excited, but he is sad to find Donna is unconscious. We see the doctor is talking to Wilf and Sylvia on what happened. We find out from the doctor if she remembers, she will burn up. They could never tell her. We see Sylvia says, she's my daughter. And the doctor replies saying, then maybe tell her that once in a while. Ooh! We see Donna is awake and Sylvia tells the doctor he should leave. We see it is raining and we find out from the doctor atmospheric disturbance. We see the doctor says goodbye to Wilf, and Wilf asks who does he got now, including all his friends, and the doctor replies saying they all got someone else. We see Wilf tells the doctor that he will watch out for him. When it gets dark, he'll look up on Donna's behalf. We see the doctor says thank you, and he walks back into the TARDIS, and he is alone with no one else, and that is the end. I will say, this is a classic, and one of the best finales out of RTD's first era. It was great to see the past companions all together, including their friends from their respective shows. It was great to see Davros again, and his voice. Those are Julian Bleach's real vocal cords, and he had no voice modulator. I will say, Murray Gold's music is on top form here, and Russell's script is epic, and I can see this story in a movie theater, and it is a great way to celebrate the show's 4 seasons, and a great way to celebrate the show's 45th anniversary. Graham Harper's direction is at its best, and I will give The Stolen Earth and Journey's End a 10 out of 10. So that is my review of The Stolen Earth and Journey's End, and we are done with Series 4. Looking back on Series 4, it was the best series out of RTD's first era, and a lot of fans like myself will say Series 4 was the best series, and this is the show at its peak. Like I said before when I was reviewing Series 3 was such an underrated series. And it was a good series, it was not bad. But when Series 4 came out, I think that's when the show was actually at its peak. And there are a lot of good stories I can't even count. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And I will see you next time where I will be reviewing Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.